So kind of the almost elephant in the room, quite a unique level of a winning culture at Morton. What kind of things have you learned from that culture there that you would hope in some way to carry on your time at ICC?
I mean, I think one big thing that we've been so successful with is like just getting in the gym every day and working so hard, pushing each other. I think being able to push each other, like I think I saw that with this year's team, and that's what I'm really excited for. I know the girls also chemistry. They got closer this year, and I think I'm really excited for that. And I think that's one thing if a team could pursue, like that will make them really successful.
What do you think will be the toughest part of transitioning from the high school game to the college game? Because I know that's not exactly it can be an easier transition for some, a harder transition for some. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, just getting used to a shot clock, I guess. I mean, I've always really played at a pace though that's fast, and I know I've played with shot clock once, which I'm not too worried about. But I think that might be one thing that will be harder. But I'm really excited for that because I do like playing at a fast pace and getting going and running up the floor and down.
You signed back in December, so it has been a little while. But that being said, what was this recruiting process like for you, and what eventually locked in ICC for you?
I mean, Carrie just came to a lot of our games in the summer, and she really wanted me, and she was pushing like, "Hey, Courtney, I want you to come here." And I know it was kind of scary being the first to commit because you never know what's coming in. But I was really excited with my choice, and I'm proud that I chose ICC. And I remember Coach Rediker just coming into like Morton, so sometimes we have camps for basketball, and she'd come in at least for one day or so and teach us some things. And throughout the years, it's just been cool getting to learn from her. And I was like, okay, like I want to go to ICC. So I was really excited.
Continuing the recruiting discussion, what kind of role has your family played in all of this in terms of being just a person to talk to or kind of bounce thoughts off of in terms of narrowing down the decision?
Oh, I mean so much. Like I know my sister, she went through the process too, and that helped a lot. Like my dad and my sister, like they learned so much from going through her. So we used a lot of that kind of stuff with picking my choice.
So you had a chance to play under a coach like Coach Becker. Obviously, his legacy going to be hard to beat by anybody. What kind of role has he served to this point of your career in terms of from his point as the leader of the program and what kind of things he's taught you?
Oh, he's taught me so much. He's taught me so much on the court and off the court. And I mean, I'm just so thankful for him. Like he's just taught me to be a better person and a better leader, and which I can do on the court and in life. So I think he's just had a big role in that, and he's just taught me so much.
I sure have to ask a little, I don't know if it's necessarily a sarcastic question, but you hit that buzzer beater against Fremd on ICC's floor. I know that's not exactly probably the peak moment of your high school career, but what take me through moments like that in terms of having opportunities like that, not necessarily even continuing talking about that shot, just getting to play on a college floor in a high school setting.
I mean, we were fortunate enough to be able to play there during the summer because we have like an ICC league, so we're kind of used to it and stuff. But I mean, it is harder playing on a big, longer court. But I think it was really fun. I think it like stretches out the offense and it makes it kind of easier to get spaced out. But I think it's really cool getting to play on the college court, especially during a game like during a high school game. I mean, not many teams get to do that, and we had the opportunity to play a great Frem team there, and it was such a great competition. And I remember that shot. That one's pretty memorable, I'd say. One of my top shots.
Well, I will say what I remember, and you probably weren't thinking twice about it. You're just putting up the shot. But because of the lack of a college and high school 3-point line, I didn't say that the game had gone final yet because I couldn't tell where your foot was when you released it. So
Oh, I know. I
like
was
like
hoping.
the person that I am, I guess I had to wait for the ref to, give the three, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're going to overtime or whatever. But
Yeah, no, I
um,
remember I was like kind of so fast and like so like Katie threw it from far away and I saw the girl in front of me, like I saw her going for it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna intercept this. But it goes like she trips over my leg, I guess. But I was like still, so like they didn't call a foul. But like she tripped over my leg and so like I was expecting her to catch it and like I had my hands up, but like it hit me in the face and then I turned around and just shot it up. And I was hoping that I was right behind the line because it was pretty close. But I mean, we made it work, and sadly we lost in the second overtime. But I mean, we still played our game. I think that was one thing too. Like we were just so gassed from the long court. I mean, playing in double overtime, like that can get you pretty tired against a great team like that.
I bet. So obviously this pandemic has dominated headlines as of late. We talked a little bit about the academic situation. How has it been keeping up with everything, both from an academic and athletic perspective, when obviously resources are quite limited right now?
I mean, for academically, I mean, it's a big change. I mean, getting to work at home and kind of choosing almost your own hours at times. I mean, that's kind of nice to have that little balance there. But I mean, like athletically, I have a basketball hoop at home, and I know there's like one gym sometimes that's open. So like I've gone there like outside basketball hoops, which I mean it's kind of hard though because you can't really get games going, and sometimes we like to play like 3-on-3 games or get other players to come, which I mean, that's a little bit different, but I mean, this gives you time to work on your individual game, maybe whether it's like ball handling or just shooting or form, because there's a lot of things you can work on without a basketball hoop, which I think this pandemic has really like shown me with that.
What part of coming to ICC's campus, hopefully at some point, provided we come back on a somewhat normal timeline, what part are you looking forward to most about being on campus and I guess the college experience would be probably the best way to phrase it?
I think it's just the girls getting to make new friendships and new, like with new teammates, and you can see how they work. And I think I'm really excited for that. Like I've known Daria for a while, so I'm really excited to get to play with her again. I mean, it's been like a few years since then, but there's just a lot of girls that I've seen, like the other commits, they're really talented. And I'm just excited to see what all of our talents can do and bring together with this team.
Last question here for the interview. For those that'll be watching this later, what would be your message to them in terms of what you believe you can bring to the program, both as a player and I guess as a person too?
I mean, just my winning success, I guess. I mean, I came from a pretty winning program, and I've been a leader on some of some of those teams too. And I think just bringing my positivity to the team every day and my hard work will really help with this team.
All right. Well, thank you, Courtney.